flames. This right here is an embodied form of the violet ray spectrum. Tap in and tune in Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Grand Rising with ChristoLight, your sacred space for discovering the Ascended Masters and crystal healing. Ashe. The Aqua Ray, the 13th gate bio-circulatory system, has been connected and is being held down by a very small group of embodied cosmic ascended masters that can hold one or more of the Aqua Ray, Blue Ray levels of coding. The process of recoding the 6D indigo field is a massive project underway that began with a major planetary power grid takeover conflict that began in December of 2009. Guardians are calling this aspect of Mother Aquamarine Ray energy and magnetic force powering up in our Earth core through the newly reconnected levels of the 9D quadra Merkabah structure, galactic waves of solar light. Guardian forces have been acquiring solar plasma light from the suns of Sirius B. This then transmits B stages of healing or sealing the time rip that exists between our Milky Way galaxy and the Andromedan galaxy, the 8th ray of transcendence. This ray will assist you as you move beyond the limitations imposed by your negative ego aspects, your 3 lower bodies, and in particular your subconscious mind. In so doing, you transcend your dualities through the sacred flame of transcendence. It is also the center for transmuting darkness into pure light, then accessing joyful energy is also where we have faith and tolerance.
That place, either in their lap or at the place of the solar plexus. So the Buddha or the Enlightened One brings peace. Nada uses Jesus' retreat over Saudi Arabia to teach us, and she develops the sensitivity of the heart of all those petals of the rose.
Video. It's actually 555 long, and you guys are going to really enjoy this. They connect with this Aqua Ray gate as well.
Are you a Pleiadian?
There's. And here's my piece of aquamarine. Aquamarine looks just like adventurine quite a bit. So it is believed to cleanse negative energy, promote communication, and bring good fortune. And it can also help you tap into more psychic powers and intuition while also accessing Lemurian DNA. Lemurian aquatine calcites. Mea sunakiana, nea shunede meate, ote na kuki nate, meana soto na ayate. Boom, boom. Hey, grand day, everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining me for another episode of Grand Rising with ChristoLight. And we are continuing along in our series as we continue to talk about the different divine rays of our 12 ray spectrum that the Creator has brought into our existence here in this time matrix universe that we are in. And as you saw in the last episode, we talked about a very similar color, very similar ray of light that we're going to be diving into in this episode, the 9th ray. And the 8th ray, we explored the seafoam green or aqua ray of light. And now in this episode, we're going to continue on and we're going to be in a pretty similar shade of coloring, but there is a slight difference. And this ray of light also complements and brings more assistance to the 8th ray of our last episode. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what this is going to be.
Ready to unlock a new level of spiritual energy? I'm about to introduce you to the 9th ray, Turquoise Light. Let's dive into what makes this ray so special. The 9th ray, known as the Turquoise Ray, is all about unity, communication, and expansion. Imagine a wave of shimmering turquoise light, connecting your heart and mind, opening doors to higher wisdom and compassion. Spiritual teachers say this ray helps dissolve old patterns and brings a sense of harmony to your life. When you meditate with the turquoise ray, you invite clarity, healing, and a deep sense of peace. It's said to enhance your intuition and creativity, letting you express your true self without fear. Think of it as a cosmic boost for your soul. Curious to experience the turquoise ray for yourself? In our next video, I'll guide you through a simple practice to connect with this divine energy. Subscribe now, and let the turquoise light transform your spiritual journey.
All right, so we're going to be exploring the 9th ray, which is the turquoise ray. And as we always do so, let's begin our episode with a self-scan, self-check-in. Today I have the single chime, so I'll be using the chime medicine for the sound. And I will, as always, gladly guide us through focusing on our mind, our emotions, and our physical body. And as we do so for each, we are consciously breathing, healing life force energy into each of our fields. So for this practice, you can sit, lay down, or if you have to stand, you can stand too. And I'm basically going to just guide us with the breath, and you can close your eyes if you can, get into a meditative space, and just begin to observe and use the breath as we make our way through the mind, emotions, and physical body. So with that, go ahead and get yourself comfortable, burn some sage if you would like, hydrate. We'll be back in 44 seconds. Got a little bit of white sage for us to cleanse out the energy field. Feel free to breathe and receive. Remember that energy is energy and it goes through digital. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So as we begin, you may close your eyes, get yourself comfortable, relax your shoulders, have your feet nice and flat, relaxed, and relax your jaw. Make sure you're not clenching the teeth. It will go ahead and begin. And as we breathe deeply through the body, breathing in through the nose, through the body, and exhaling out of the mouth. In through the nose, down the body, exhale out of the mouth. Continue to focus on the breath, allowing the breath to make you lighter and more clear As we go ahead and now begin to observe our mind, our mental body. As we begin to observe the mind, we are observing, are there any mental attachments about fear of the future, scarcity mindset? Do we have attachments to the past? Are we holding on to old relationships, to old memories? Are we feeling and seeing and sensing energy from our past places, people, and things that still need to be cleared from our mental field? And lastly, are we observing that there's limited belief programming, dogmatic structures, and other limiting perspectives? If so, may we gracefully and lovingly, with the turquoise ray, breathe into the mind to clear. Breathing into the mind, no judgment, just observation, letting go. Now, as we breathe, our mind naturally uplifts, becomes clear, and it begins to attract more positive thoughts, more positive perspectives. Now, as we continue on, we continue to breathe as we and as we begin to observe our emotional field, we observe stagnation or clogged up emotional avenues in our channels, causing distortion, causing heaviness. Is there any emotional attachments that is creating codependency or control or other impulsive like behaviors? And lastly, are we carrying heavy emotions like pain, suffering, fear, anger, resentment? If any of this is present, may we gracefully bring the life breath into these areas of our emotional field as we clear and become balanced. Breathing into our emotions, feeling them become lighter, more fluid, as well as feeling the good things and feeling the alchemy of our emotional field. Now we draw our focus to our physical body, beginning to breathe into our physical body. And as we begin to observe, we observe if we have any ailments, dis-ease, cancerous energy, breathing into our cells, breathing into our blood, bones, muscles, ligaments, and tissues, breathing into our physical nature, feeling the electric charge, the oxygen being brought to the biofield. In this moment, as we continue to observe our physical body, maybe take a moment to listen and to tune in to any intuitive messages that our physical body has in this moment. Do we need more rest? Do we need to take action more? Do we need to maintain a healthier balance? Do we need to be more wise about our diet, the media that we are consuming? Do we need to stretch more? Do we need to have more self-care practice? Whatever it may be for you authentically, may you allow yourself to tune in and to take a moment to listen. All right, now you may begin to allow yourself to feel the synergy, the balance, the harmony of your mind, body, emotions. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes and come forward as we continue to move forward in this episode of the Turquoise Ray. The Grand Rising Queen, welcome in. All right. So coming up next month, here's your reminder. On the 13th and 14th, I have a co-hosted drum medicine retreat, 2 days by Hawking Hills and the State Forest of Lake Hope.
Why do so many seekers say their lives changed after one weekend in nature? Could a drum beat really open your heart? Come find out at Soul Family Rising. On September 13th and 14th, journey with us to Lake Hope in the heart of Zaleski State Forest, Ohio, for a 2-night elemental drum medicine retreat like no other. Surrounded by ancient trees and fresh air, you'll step into a true soul family, where connection, healing, and laughter are all part of the rhythm. Our flow shops are led by an incredible team. Christina Cheyenne of Sacred Vibrations, Victoria Ann Ilg, Heather Lynn of Heart Alchemy Wellness, and Marcus ChristoLight of Sacred Light. They'll guide you in elemental practices that bring balance and clarity, tapping into earth, water, fire, air, and spirit. Plus, don't miss our special guest, Chuck Wilson of Walkin' Drums, a master shamanic drum maker whose drum flow shop is truly unforgettable. Whether you're new to drumming or a seasoned spirit traveler, you'll feel the power of rhythm to awaken and heal. All meals, blessed with love and gratitude by Grandmother Katie Singing Eagle, are included, with vegetarian options so everyone feels nourished. Bring your kids, your parents, your friends. This retreat is truly family-friendly, with ages 8 and under free, 9 to 16 just $20, and adults only $55 for the whole weekend. Camping, meals, flow shops, all covered. Just bring yourself, an open heart, and a sense of wonder. Space is limited, so register now by scanning the QR code or visiting the link on our flyer. Questions? Text Marcus ChristoLight at 513-238-5580. This September, let's rise together. Your soul family is waiting.
All right. So yeah, you guys can still get your tickets for next month. Be a beautiful time, family oriented, no alcohol, no drugs, a little bit of 420. That's about it. And then it's going to be in the state forest, camping, home cooked meals by Grandma Kitty's Singing Eagle, and beautiful elemental workshops, including a little bit of water at the lake. So a lot of good things. And if you guys have any questions, just reach out. And you guys can always visit my link page down in the description or down below on the ticker as well. And that link page will take you to my one-on-one healing services, all my retreat signups, the Reishi coffee that I'm partnered with, as well as any other socials, the Sacred Kingdom community, and much more. Hydration check for everybody. And today I'm drinking a little bit of mint and fennel hot tea. If you're a hot tea fan, feel free to drop some of your favorite teas in the comments. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive in to our focus for today, which is going to be the 9th ray, and that is the turquoise ray. So we're going to pull up the share screen. And we're going to get started. All right. All right. Oh, look at that. Her last name is Robbins. Nancy Robbins. Robbins. That's my last name. I did not know that. That's so funny. Well then. I'm sure I'm going to get a download. All right. So we have the 9th turquoise ray of joy and highest potentials. So the 9th turquoise ray of joy and highest potentials is a combination of green and blue. Green as found in the green ray of healing and truth as expressed from the heart and found within the love energy of the heart chakra. And blue as found in the blue ray of power as expressed from the throat chakra leading to manifestation. It is an expression of the heart soul's desire into manifestation. This ray supports an active expression from your heart concerning your soul purpose. With this expression through the heart and throat, it is found that joy of all possibilities as you move into the higher potential and well-being. This ray is therefore known as the ray of joy and highest potentials. This ray holds a wealth of knowledge that can be grasped to aid the soul discovery and expansion. It focuses on anchoring joy, which is an expression of love, without promoting integration on new levels with Creator's energy. It helps to continue the cleansing process that the 8th aquamarine ray started and enhances the light body. The mandala above shows this love that fountains into joy from the jewel of the heart. This joy is found in soul discovery and awakening more of your skills and inner magic as you expand your understanding and acceptance of who you truly are. This joy is an expression of love and self-love. You can be of service to others with your divine, loving nature and guide others to their higher potential. Welcome in Nature Wolf on the Instagram side. So I'll let you guys look at this mandala real quick for a minute. I'll zoom in too. If you guys want to take a moment to just gaze at it, telepathically connect with it. Maybe even take a couple of breaths as well. Let the synchronicities begin. All right, we'll continue on. So this ray is also about the infinite abundance of your health and wealth, an unlimited consciousness of abundance. This ray is like a good luck halo of health, wealth, and well-being, like a fountain that gives forth goodness. You can return the favor of abundance to the universe through your kindness, gratitude, and generosity. This ray moves you into your higher potential and further activates your light body. It influences your soul blueprint by enhancing your spiritual development and balances both sides of your brain. The qualities produced by this ray are exploration, an understanding of the soul and soul purpose, harmony, balance, abundance, well-being, and the embodiment of joy. A good affirmation for this ray is, you guys can repeat this if you'd like. I am joy, I am health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity. I am expanding my understanding of my soul purpose. So, and we're about to dive into this chakra a little bit and talk about it. This ray correlates to the soul star chakra, which holds your soul's blueprint and life purpose. This ray also activates the thymus and the higher heart chakra. And we talked about the higher heart chakra already in the last episode. So if you guys want to talk about it or listen in on the description of the higher heart, you guys can tap in on the last episode, which is the aqua ray, the 8th ray. So then it integrates the heart, which is our soul's wisdom and desires, with the higher heart, which is the soul's truth, and with the throat chakra, which is expression and manifestation of it. Then it also helps with tying in the solar plexus, which is your inner power and mind. So it further integrates with your soul star chakra, which then holds the energy of your blueprint and your life purpose. So then it talks about some ascended masters and guides that connect with this. And it says the chief ascended masters overseeing the 9th ray are Lady Dawn and her twin flame, Lord Ling, the god or goddess of happiness. Dawn is a previous incarnation of Isaiah, the prophet Israel, and Lord Ling was the incarnation of Moses. Pretty interesting to find out, the incarnation of Moses. So then it talks about some more of the guides that connect with that ray. But before we dive in, we're going to go ahead and talk about the soul star chakra. All right, so the soul star chakra. The soul star chakra is located 6 inches above the head. The traits, it's at 1074 hertz. That is a frequency you can use anytime. Now the colors for the soul star are associated with white and gold, but it doesn't mean that this ray that we're working with here doesn't connect with the soul star. So it's kind of more about the properties and the characteristics, more so than the color this time. So the soul star is our gateway center into accessing our Akashic records. This is also the center where we can do past life regression. It's where we do shamanic spiritual realm shamanism. It's also known as the sidekick, quote unquote, other side. And it's also our ability to remember and embody being more than the physical human. So just like I was talking about with the blueprints and the codes, this is where we're able to access our etheric records, and we're able to do soul retrieval, time travel, and heal different fractured parts of our soul, past life regression, which is what that kind of is. And this is also where shamans do a lot of shamanic healing when we go into plant medicine ceremonies and other ceremony. So that's the soul star energy. When you basically get into that lucid state and you're on a deep plant medicine and you feel yourself basically walking out of your body, that's pretty much being in the soul star realms. So blockages in this chakra can result into fears or challenges from past lives continuing to loop through our energy field, being too dreamy and neglecting your physical life and accountability, lacking a sense of self, of having a purpose in this human life because of that disconnection to the soul star. So you got to think in this time that we're in, there's a lot of things going on that are keeping us from that soul star being accessible. So it's super key that we're cleansing and healing and doing the work so that we can continue to access our higher blueprints through the soul star if we want to be of service to the higher, truly. All right, so we'll go ahead and continue. And we will begin with talking about some Ascended Masters. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play a video and then I'll read some more for you guys. All right, so this one will be a little lengthy, which will be nice. It'll be enjoyable. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about the first wonderful Ascended Master that we can connect with when it comes to this turquoise energy.
Welcome everyone. I am Gwendolyn, a student of the Ascended Masters teachings, and I am just so grateful to be here with you today on Ascended Masters 101. In this episode, we are diving into the healing flame of Archangel Raphael and his twin flame, Mother Mary, and their shared divine mission to restore wholeness through the practice of the Immaculate Concept. So whether you're seeking healing in the body or the mind or the soul, or maybe you're looking for ways to support other people on their spiritual journey, this teaching is for you. Archangel Raphael serves on the fifth ray, the emerald ray of truth, of healing, of science, of wholeness, music, and abundance. And his twin flame, Mother Mary, is the divine feminine presence of this ray. And together they minister to everyone who is in need of spiritual and physical healing. Their retreat is located in the etheric realm over Fatima, Portugal, and it's a holy focus of healing where pilgrims have felt the radiation of the healing flame since Mother Mary's appearance there in 1917. As it's written in the Masters and their Retreats, quote, "The healing flame that blazes on the altar of his retreat was anchored in the physical octave when Mother Mary appeared to the 3 shepherd children at Fatima in 1917. There is a stream of light that flows like a mighty waterfall from the etheric plane to the physical focus, and to the present hour, pilgrims are healed by the waters of the healing flame," end quote. Isn't that amazing? This retreat is a healing sanctuary for the soul, and it serves not only hospitals and health workers, but anyone who's open to being made whole through the light of God. So this retreat is here for everyone who wants to be healed and wants to have that wholeness within their being. The 5th ray is emerald green, and it governs the 3rd eye chakra, which is your center for divine vision, insight, truth, and spiritual discernment. Archangel Raphael's name means God has healed, or medicine of God, and his flame holds the matrix of wholeness. He is often called upon by those in the healing professions or those who are facing physical challenges. Mother Mary, the beloved mother of Jesus, is a master in the science of the Immaculate Concept, which is holding the divine image of the soul no matter what outward conditions may appear. So she always sees the best in everyone. So Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary together teach us the science of the Immaculate Concept. And this science is practiced by every angel in heaven. So this is really important in heaven. Their mission is not just to heal bodies, but to heal our souls and our minds and our emotions and the deep patterns of pain that sometimes keep us from our divine potential. And so this science of the Immaculate Concept and the healing of our beings, you can tell how nicely they go together, right? Because they see the best in us and they help us with that. One of the most powerful gifts Archangel Raphael has given to us is a sacred healing thought form. It's a matrix of light that can be invoked through prayers and through decrees. And it's made up of 3 concentric spheres. So the innermost sphere is pure white light, which restores the divine blueprint of the soul. So white in the middle. The middle sphere is sapphire blue, sealing the protection and the will of God. So white and then blue. Then the outermost sphere is emerald green, which brings the full radiance of the healing flame into your being. So white, blue, green. And you can visualize this thought form placed over yourself or a loved one whenever healing of any sort is needed. Mother Mary complements this by teaching us to hold the Immaculate Concept, to see the divine potential of others and of ourselves, even when it's obscured by illness or limitation of any kind. So they do this for us, and they also ask us to hold the Immaculate Concept for other people. Mother Mary says, quote, "Support people by maintaining this immaculate, stainless, spotless vision. The perfect idea becomes a magnet that attracts creative energies of the Holy Spirit," end quote. So when we align with that perfect image, we magnetize healing. We call in that wholeness. So here's how you can begin working with these angels of healing right now. Step 1 is the decree. You can speak this aloud with intention, a prayer, something to this effect. In the name of Jesus the Christ, beloved Archangel Raphael, beloved Mother Mary, place your healing thought form over myself, someone else, anyone who you'd like this healing thought form to be placed over. Let this soul be made whole according to God's will. You can also apply a visualization. You can see these 3 spheres, white, blue, and green, descending gently over your body. You can see them filling every cell, organ, and atom with light. You can focus on your 3rd eye chakra and hold the image of wholeness in your mind. And then step 3, the nightly call, you can before you fall asleep, you can say something to the effect of, "Beloved Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary, take me in my finer bodies to your retreat over Fatima. Heal my soul. Teach me the science of the Immaculate Concept. Prepare me to be a vessel of healing in the world." And you can give this prayer for others as well. Healing begins in the soul and it radiates outward, and Mother Mary and Raphael are here to help us. So there are so many tools that we can use to start applying that in our lives. You can also use any of the decrees and prayers in the green section of the decree book that is available through the Summit Lighthouse. And all these decrees and prayers are matrices that very intentionally and scientifically pull the light of God into our lives, into our relationships, into all of our four lower bodies, our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions, our entire consciousness, being, and world. And so using these prayers, these decrees that are available to us, are gifts from the Ascended Masters to transform our world and to give us that healing that we so deeply need and search for within our souls. So in conclusion, today we have met two extraordinary beings, Raphael and Mother Mary, archangels of God, who stand ready to support you in your healing journey. They teach us not only to call for a healing, but to become instruments of that healing flame for others as well. And this is the true meaning of divine service. Let us remember their words. They said, quote, "Call for the healing of the soul and the spirit. It is the healing of the whole man that we are about," end quote, from Masters in the Retreats. So if this teaching uplifted you, please subscribe for more videos exploring the retreats and the radiance of the Ascended Masters, the Elohim, the Archangels, and let us know in the comments if you would like a guided meditation to help you visualize the healing flame, or any other comment or feedback that we have. We love reading your comments and thoughts. And until next time, remember that the angels are always nearby and that healing is your birthright in the light of God. And Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary are here to help you accomplish that. See you in the next video.
Wow, how beautiful is that? I mean, that was just so informative and clarifying on how it is that Mother Mary teams up with Raphael to be able to bring that balance of this turquoise energy with the white light. And wow, how beautiful is that? I mean, that is just so phenomenal. So I'm going to read a little bit more about Mother Mary. So it says, and this is her other name. She has many different names, of course, but it's Archea Maria, which is like our archangel name. And she's known as Mother Mary, Lady Virtue, and Divine Mother. Her twin flame is Archangel Raphael. And these archangels are the prominent archangels. These archangels are the more prominent archangels with the green 5th ray of healing, truth, and science, and with the 9th ray. Archangel or Archea Maria takes the lead as these rays accentuate divine feminine energy. Mary served in the Temple of Truth in the early days of Atlantis, intended to the emerald fires of the 5th ray. If it was here she studied the healing arts, religion, and science in Atlantis. In one of her past incarnations on Earth, she was the goddess Isis and instructed in mystery schools in her full embodiment. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on the screen for you guys. This is getting pretty deep. All right, there we go. So saying basically she served in the Temple of Truth in Atlantis and was a carrier of the emerald fire of the blue ray. So then it says she studied the arts of religion, healing, and science. And one of her past incarnations was the goddess Isis, and she instructed in mystery schools. In her final embodiment, Mary was the mother of Jesus, She offered to humanity mother energy for support, infinite patience, unconditional love, grace, and compassion. She is the holder of the blue cape of compassion and unconditional love. That is like an actual metaphysical thing, the blue cape of compassion. She reminds you to nurture yourself as a mother and nurture her child by nurturing your inner child with love. As a member of the Sisterhood of the Rose, which began in Atlantis, she directed divine love and the nurturing compassion qualities of divine feminine energy to humanity to bring the world into harmony and balance. Her symbol is the rose, symbolic of the sacred unfolding love within the heart. She also connects you to the heart of Mother Earth. She radiates unconditional love, the most powerful force in the universe, to bring healing, joy, and harmony to the world. And that brings you to another archangel, which we're going to actually watch a video on here in just a second. That is Archangel Haniel. She is the angel of joy who uplifts and brings harmony, healing, and balance. She has a soft, calming, and serene energy, which reflects the full moon. She encourages you to release and heal any negativity when the moon is full, and helps you to effectively work with the powerful moon cycles and sacred feminine energy. She can also help to develop your intuition and clairvoyance. She opens your eyes to beauty, love, happiness, and pleasure when you are looking for fulfillment. She can help bring out hidden talents and true passion. She will support you to shine your light and overcome any fears that hold you back from being your true self. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a great site. I'll be dropping the site down below in the description after the episode is over, directly after, so you guys can have it. And then lastly, a little bit more about Mother Mary. Let's see. So encourages deep soul exploration and self-journey, awakening joy, peace, and bliss, guides the soul towards enlightenment with their divine purpose, facilitate healing and release of past karmic imprints, fuse one's journey with divine grace and trust in the universe. Oh, the universal cloak. So it's about the blue cloak. So the deep blue cloak, this is more than just a symbol of her divine presence. It is a portal to the universe of the Creator. When gazing into the cloak during meditation, you can experience a deep connection to the vastness of the universe, a greater understanding of the soul's infinite potential, the wisdom and energy of the Divine Mother nurturing and uplifting them. Her cloak serves as a protective shield, offering comfort, healing, and spiritual alignment to those who call upon her assistance. Wow, how cool is that? Her role on the board of karma. So when she's part of the ninth ray, that's also part of the board of karma. She helps with understanding and resolving karmic lessons, releasing old patterns and embracing spiritual liberation, finding grace, forgiveness, and healing in your soul journey. Her presence supports all who seek to free themselves from karmic debts, allowing them to step forward in their ascension path with clarity and love. And you can call upon her, you can meditate with the ninth ray, request guidance in soul exploration, ask for assistance in releasing karma. Wow, how cool is that? Alrighty. So I know we also mentioned Lord Ling. I'm going to talk about Lord Ling for a second. And Lord Ling was the ascended master that incarnated as Moses. So he was Moses, and it talks about the story of Exodus. Wow, this is pretty interesting. So it says here that Moses' first act of public record, he took into the law into his own hands and for the first time allowed his sympathy for the Hebrews to be known. Then God preordained Moses to let my people go. Moses was a man like other men, and God did not exempt him from the law of karma. For this and other reasons, Moses did not attain the union with God at the end of his mission with the Israelites. God required him to reincarnate to balance his karma. Wow. So we're talking about Lord Ling here, or we'll talk about Ananda. So in Moses' next embodiment, he was Ananda in the 6th century BC. He was a disciple of Lord Gautama Buddha. Then Lord Ling, following his embodiment as Ananda, he lived in China as Lord Ling, one of the ruling class who high attunement with his brotherhood enabled him to serve his people through the balanced action of the threefold flame. At the close of his embodiment, he ascended to become the god of happiness. He then devoted himself to the bright gold flame of joy on behalf of all evolving upon this planet, for he recognized that this quality one cannot ascend nor render a just service unto God and man. How cool is that? All right. So now we're going to watch a video about Archangel Haniel. I always enjoyed the story of Moses. Yeah, Moses is a great archetypal story. That's for sure. All right, so we're going to talk about Archangel Haniel.
Hi, it's Mary Jo McCauley with angelstalk.com, and I am here to bring you Archangel Haniel. Archangel Haniel's color is a very pale blue, beautiful color, and Haniel's name means grace of God. The most important thing to remember with Haniel is that Haniel is important for you for important presentations. So what does that mean? Job interview, Haniel. First date, Haniel. Public speaking, Haniel. Yes, whenever I get to do public speaking, I call on Haniel. So those are the main things that Haniel does. But Haniel also helps with new love and new career, opening new things. The other thing that Haniel helps with is all the moon cycles and women's health. So if you have some health issues, girls out there, call on Archangel Haniel. She will help you with those. She brings beauty and harmony and loving friends to you. And she can uncover lost secrets of natural healing through potions and powders and crystals. So if you're one of those crystal kings out there, Haniel is your friend. And just a little note of information, Haniel was said to have escorted Enoch up to heaven so that he could then become one of the only 2 archangels that were ever human, he and his brother. So Enoch became Metatron. We'll talk about that when we see Metatron. But in the meantime, Haniel, light blue, grace of God, important presentations, new love, new career, moon cycles, women's health. That's it in a nutshell. Thanks for watching, and Mary Jo McCauley, angelstalk.com, and I'll see you next time.
Wow. Man, I swear I get blown away every episode just learning about these beautiful connections that we have with the divine. And I got to say, it's so amazing to see what we have available for us in this multidimensional universe that we are in. And it's helpful, it's really helpful to uncover these things and remember, because it's also a big remembrance too. And with the remembering, we are able to give ourselves more relief. We're able to give ourselves more support. We're able to accept that there is divinity out there that is in place to help bring healing, bring clarity, bring love, bring compassion, and bring just balance to our well-being in every and all moments, eternally, outside of our regular time space. How phenomenal is that? So with that being said, let's get some jams on, listen to some music, and let's talk about some crystals. All right, so we're going to talk about crystals. Go ahead and pull up on the screen for you guys. Now, these crystals are going to be kind of similar to the last ray due to the color and everything. But the first one I'm going to go over is, of course, turquoise. Turquoise is, of course, going to connect with the turquoise ray. And turquoise helps with, let's see, respiratory. It helps with protection. It also brings water energy to your being. So it helps with wisdom and immortality energy. It's also a great emotional helper, and it can give you positive energy. Lastly, it's good for detoxification of the body, and it aids in absorption of nutrients. So that's turquoise. I actually have my turquoise on again. I think this is a chrysocolla or blue apatite. I can't remember at the moment. But all these right here are turquoise from Costa Rica. I also have this turquoise on as well. Got that from my madre for Christmas last year. The next stone that I want to go over is jade. So jade is such a beautiful, beautiful one. So jade is revered for its powerful healing properties. It promotes physical, emotional, spiritual well-being. It's also associated with luck, prosperity, and tranquility. It brings detoxification to the body's filtration and organ system. It balances the bodily fluids and can bring benefit to the kidneys, the spleen, and the adrenals by helping remove toxins and balance the body's pH levels. It also helps with pain relief. It can help with bones and joints, as well as cyst and urinary infections. It also helps with fertility and is supportive for women during childbirth. It brings emotional balance, relieving the feelings of guilt, anxiety, and emotional turmoil. It also is known as the dream stone because it helps enhance your creativity and insight into your dream world. And then it helps foster harmonic relationships. Wow, jade is beautiful. Next stone we have is Amazonite. I have a piece of striped Amazonite here. I'll show you guys in a moment. All right, so Amazonite. Amazonite helps with emotional balance. So you'll kind of see that a lot of these stones have some similar properties in a way. because they're aiming for the same type of ray and energy that it's connecting with. It helps with physical ailments, helps with spiritual growth and chakra balancing, calms the mind, alleviates worry and fear, and channels anger into positive action. That's cool. Fosters self-love, compassion, and forgiveness, and contributes to a positive mindset. So that is Amazonite. I'll go ahead and show you guys the Amazonite that I have. It's a striped Amazonite. That is Amazonite. And the next one we have is blue topaz. So blue topaz. Blue topaz is good for emotional balance, effective communication, and physical well-being. It alleviates ailments, so helps with migraines, sore throats, reduces stress. Helps with skin, so acne and eczema. Helps with enhancing your communication, as it is known as the stone of communication. Helps with the throat chakra, self-expression, and communication skills. Promotes emotional stability, so reduce anxiety, support mental clarity. Boost your confidence and self-control and self-worth. And it is protective. It is protective of negative energies and promotes a sense of safety and security. Wow. So that the crystals that I will share for. Let's go ahead and get ready for our closing practice. For our closing practice, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little super relaxed today. It's a really chill, go with the flow vibe. Really taking it easy after a festival this weekend. So our closing practice, I'm actually going to read out of the Light Language Oracle, and we're going to read about Mother Mary and the Light Language Oracle. So let me find her real quick. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to drop them. I'd love to see any of your guys' reflections upon this episode. You know, with this ray of light, Mother Mary, archangels. There she is, Mother Mary. All right. So Mother Mary is number 20 in this deck. Mother Mary. So Mother Mary, the Holy Mother, the vessel of light. Sometimes we choose greatness, and sometimes it's chosen for us. Mother Mary is one ascended master that knows of this. Sometimes things ahead of us seem too great or too big to conquer, and this is where Mother Mary steps in to help. She offers these loving words: no matter the challenge, I am here to hold your hand. I will carry you when you feel you are too weak to keep climbing. I will nurture you and heal you, keep you close. Fear not, I offer you the light. of the universe so you may feel peace. Mother Mary also offers comfort to those who are grieving the loss of a loved one. Know that they have left their body and have entered a space of divine light and are at peace. Mother Mary is also the guide to mothers and others associated in allowing their children to grow spiritually and emotionally supported. She wants you to know that you are a fantastic parent and should be very proud of yourself for raising perfectly divine beings. Sometimes it's not about what we do in life, but whom we raise that makes a difference. Wow, ashe. And this doesn't have to be about human children, this could be about your projects, things that you put your love and co-creations into. And this message can permeate for us even with our own self, as our human being is always a project as well. And we got to be able to give ourselves grace and give ourselves unconditional love and nurturing as the self. So if you may with me, let's just take a moment. We have this striped Amazonite. I'm going to hold it right here at my higher heart with you guys. Go ahead and take a few breaths. And we're going to release this energy that we may be holding on to today. If there's anywhere that we could give ourselves grace, if there's anywhere we can give ourselves compassion or some other reflections of ourselves, let's go ahead and allow the presence of Mary to come through. Archangel Haniel. And as we now begin to breathing into these energies that we like to release, as we let go, may we know that we are going to level up, that we are going to raise our frequency, and we're going to help those evolve as well that are involved with this energy cord. We are allowing ourselves to feel grace and mercy, knowing that we are meant to live through life. Bring our power within, that we have free will, that we change, that we grow. We are not bound to our past, to our karma. Breathing through the body. Mother Mary, Emmanuel, flow through me and shine your light. Illuminate my ninth ray so I may feel my spiritual connection to my higher purpose while in this being. I thank you for the clarity, for the stream, as the I am. Me shine punamata ine sulumakaya nata. Me shunu makia natota yasianako. Just taking a few moments, even this unconditional love and healing, this nurturing to our being, feeling the nurturing energy with every breath, softening our cellular system, clearing away the kinks, cords and blockages, feeling the aqua, turquoise, watery energy, soothing our being. All right. Give our gratitude, our unconditional love for this space, for this ray and these guides. So, thank you for being you and showing up today. May you continue to move forward with this momentum and this state of being. May it shine and ripple to others. I thank you all. Have a blessed day. And I will see you guys later today, 4 p.m. Eastern, as a special guest on Soul Awakening Podcast. And after that, I will not be live for the rest of the week. And then I'll see you guys again next Tuesday. Take care. Wholeness. One love. (2023) Mother Gaia, third dimensional planet, ascending. Thank you from the Sacred Light Broadcast Network and Sacred Light Productions for tapping in and tuning in to all live and replay content, holistic, conscious, for your empowerment. Tap in to the ChristoLight within. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember that you are the one that you have been looking for. Enjoy this content. If you would like to collaborate or receive production through myself, Marcus ChristoLight, direct message or email me at marcustut23@gmail.com to discuss details. Wholeness and balanced love. Ashe.